I want to take a moment right now and I want to share this video because it kind of related to a previous video where I posed a question: if something experiences no force acting upon it, does that something experience time? Because this, when I was trying to create this scale, that question kind of played a role, let's say. So let's take a moment to just describe the scale. This scale is something I called absolute black. And on one end of the scale, first of all, it's a scale that was intended to try to create, to show what exists in a defined space as far as relationship between mass and space. So we have one end of the scale where that space has absolutely everything that exists in it. And this is something that the Big Bang theorists think exists or existed. And then as you go down the scale, like next to it, there becomes less mass and more space in between it. And something like this was important when contemplating or trying to solve such riddles as critical density. And eventually you get down to the other end of the scale where there's absolutely nothing in that defined space. And this is the area I called absolute black. So for there to exist nothing in that space would have to be described as absolutely black. And then I got to thinking, well, what would be next to absolute black on the scale that would still be absolute black but have something in it? And then I thought, well, if that end of the scale had some kind of energy field in it, say a gravitational field, a magnetic field, it would still be absolute black, but it would still have something within that space. But then I got to realizing, well, these are all forces. So absolute black must not have any force within that defined space. And if it has no force acting upon it within that space, then that space doesn't experience time. And if everything that we observed is observed in time, then we will never observe absolute black because it doesn't exist in time. And you might think to yourself, well, who cares? But we believe that our universe is ever expanding, and it's expanding into this absolute black. So we'll never, ever experience the edge of our universe because it doesn't exist in time.